frightening thing about Lariam is it can actually cause really severe neuropsychiatric side effects. And one of these cases actually occurred in 2019, and it involved a young lady, Alana Cutland, who was 19. She was a biology student who traveled to Madagascar to study crabs for an internship. And she had been taking this drug in preparation for the trip. And a few days after arriving, her behavior began to change. And her mother noticed that when she talked to her on the phone, she just wasn't sounding like herself, and she was kind of incoherent at times. And it was later reported by people who saw her there that she started to have all of these panic attacks which would come out of the blue. And so eventually, when she wasn't feeling well, she decided to cut her 6-week trip short and return home early. And so she jumped in a Cessna plane to leave the island, and they took off. However, shortly after taking off, unexpectedly to everyone on the plane, she opened the door and tried to jump out. This happened to the horror of her friend who was with her in the plane at the time, who reportedly had to lean out and grab her leg to try and keep her from falling out of this plane. Horrifically, as this is described in the articles that have covered this story, this happened for 5 minutes before ultimately her friend was not able to save her, and she fell 3,600 feet into a remote jungle where unfortunately she died. Now, her parents maintain that she had everything to live for, and this was completely unusual, unexpected behavior, and they are convinced that she was actually having a psychotic reaction to the Lariam which she had been taking.